Oh.
Okay.
Nor does he look male.
Nobody's
with
gonna
his
read this
pregnant
except me.
belly and indistinguishable face.
This is what you're sending into the fucking...
Yeah, but they know my shit by now. Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th, 51.
That's what we got.
Okay.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
Right.
HDB 41 0803.1111
Oh, man.
listens motionless with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment. I assume that doesn't mean medical treatment, that's just like what happened to it.
None. At
Oh,
least
I
not
guess not.
after the initial examination.
That's fair.
What is the...
What is treatment? Anyway.
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for sure. Things relevant to the investigation. Not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over?
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dogwalkers.
That's true. What with all the armors. It's like a modern knight. He places the hand on the dead man's chest, as if in preparation.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites.
Like drawing the
It
cross.
takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then,
Gotcha.
And then he rips his heart out with his hand.
Damn.
somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey.
Jesus.
It's raining outside.
That's dark.
Like drizzle. There is darkness in the shed.
Yeah, in that shed it is dark. There is darkness.
No, I mean, he's inspecting the corpse of a child. Or like a baby.
Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette ball-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson.
Why does this ring a
Hand
bell?
extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else.
Oh, I think this reminds me of the one of the cases we had in our binder. 'Cause there was the square hole case with something about somebody in a rocking chair with a square hole in their head.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that wasn't it. It's just a coincidence. It just reminded me of it.
And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today.
Damn.
42 stations of breath.
That's a lot of deaths.
What's this have to do with anything?
It's nothing. It's just Spirit Decor is reminding us of stuff related to cops.
Gotcha. Okay.
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the page.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest.
I hope not.
It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Yeah, Kim's trying to cop a feel. Literally, because he is a cop. 1. Internal examination. Or external. Let's go.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs.
Oh, he does
The
have
make of
briefs
the
on.
briefs is
Oh, great.
Bumblelords, I think. Let's see.
Well, fuckface, I guess you can go back and not censor half of those. But make one of them rainbow colored.
You just like rainbows.
Yeah, rainbows are cool. Who doesn't like light phenomena from refraction?
See, it's happening.
What?
Bumblelords, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
Right.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing.
Dude, what the
was
fuck?
expecting
Stop
something
making fun
more
of this
lurid.
drug-addicted child. What is up with this narrator? God damn.
It's a drug-addicted child. What do you want?
Don't call it a thing. You can call it it.
I did.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the narrator.
Oh.
We can call it whatever we want. Because they're fucking.
Oh, I
they're
didn't even
fucking
realize that
gremlins.
the narrator called her a thing. That's really funny.
Yes.
The boots are ceramic. vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem.
Whoa.
Removal of the boots is
Cool.
left for processing.
Cool. Yeah, we'll see.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
It's true. I do deserve them.
When am I gonna get them?
Mmm. Tattoos.
The upper torso is covered
Right, he
in a
mentioned
single
the map.
continuous
Oh, you
tattoo
actually
resembling
omitted
a
the
map of
boots.
night
I sure
sky.
did. I want
It
those
reaches
boots.
from the right shoulder to the
If
heart.
I see a piece of
ink is
clothing
blue
in
and
this
white.
game that I like, I will try my best to get it. Or a sandwich. Or a child shot. Whatever. I know what I want, and when I put my mind to it, I will shoot that child.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini.
Right.
Write that
The
down, write that
deceased
down.
has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Mmm.
Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing.
Right.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with the age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Good details, yes. Touch the hair. Why not?
His hair feels wet, soaked with rain, cold to touch.
There's no
Not
reason
that
we shouldn't have
different
done that.
from a living person after a swim.
Yeah. Stroke his hair gently.
The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair
Not
start
throwing up from this
sticking to
shit.
your hand like thread off a rag doll's head.
Kim's probably staring at you.
Pet the child. I mean,
More
pet the.
hair sticks to your hand.
Oh no, it's fine.
Hair off the rain-soaked head of a
Oh, it
dead
stops
man.
snowing. That's nice.
There are bumps and dips on the skull below. An alien landscape.
All right, write it down.
Lividity is
Oh, the
consistent
lights.
with hanging. The head is
Something weird's
congested.
going on with that
Contusions
filter.
are present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Mmm.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
Oh, right, yeah, the thrown rocks, sure.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks
You're a
on the
little
face,
bitch,
scalp,
kid.
and chest, consistent with predation.
Right. Bite marks?
But it meant for high velocity. No, Kuno's been a fucking asshole. Don't.
I don't validate children.
Ligature mark.
Hmm. The lieutenant produces a small folding knife, with the other hand pulling on the belt. He starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature
Give him
mark.
the bolt cutters.
Yeah.
You've got just the right tool. for
Hell
that.
yeah.
The chain cutters.
Fucking called it.
Oh yeah, I'm prepared. Pet the chain cutters. Good thing we got these chain cutters. Pull out the rubber gripped cutters. Yes, more petting, please.
You are Insano, cop.
Yeah.
The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of
Yeah.
rot from his
Ugh.
nose.
It's joyous though, so it's fine. Oh yeah, he's like, yay, hooray.
Always
Oh, the
good to
first
think
one wasn't
ahead.
in.
Now,
Yeah, it wasn't to go ahead.
No, the first one was not in quotes, so you didn't say it out loud. You just petted the chain cutters like a fucking weirdo.
Oh yeah, isn't that nice? Well, we were talking to interfacing, so I guess that's fair. Now he points to the rope, squeezing the dead man's neck.
we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
Hey, Kuno, you wanna.
I wonder if this is going to be another skill check.
See, my pig
You
is
know,
gonna fuck his
cutting
head
a
up.
thing next to his neck. What if we fail and cut his neck off?
Oh, you're Kuno's pig now.
Yeah. That's an upgrade.
No, he ain't. You
Oh
piece
no,
of
it
boring
is a
fuck.
physical instrument check. Oh no! Yeah, we've already shot the corpse. What's the worst that could happen?
I'd say look for a good spot to cut.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east.
Yes, I'm Kuno's pig. I agree.
You are? This pig is Kuno's.
Hey, it went up. Look at that.
Hey, yeah. So
Agreement with Kuno made me more stable.
probably because he's screaming at you less.
This is a higher than average check. I just need to roll an 8. I think the last, 4 checks we've rolled have been, 3.
The last one was 5.
No, the die roll was,
Yeah.
a 3.
It was a 3 and a 2.
Oh, boy, that's cool. Alright, let's chop this motherfucker's head off. Let's go.
You jam the cutters right
Motherfucker!
under the knot.
Oh,
That seems like a smart idea.
man, that's so shit.
Somewhere there.
Oh, God.
Already, they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold.
Fuckity fuck.
Then,
Enough, cut some. Rotate
Oh,
some more.
Man, why do you suck at this game?
Hey, man, I'm just playing in character. Enough, cut some. Rotate some more. We probably will actually decapitate this dude. Ah, fuckity fuck.
the lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried as you summon power words.
The
to your
words of
aid.
power are not enough. Rotate.
A really, really bad smell is coming from
Oh,
there
no.
now, and some kind of cracking sound.
Yeah, fuck him!
Oh,
fuck
God.
That buggery! Corpse fucking time!
Ah,
Told you my pig was hardcore.
you're damn right.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
Let him cook.
No, man, I was just about to do it. Hey, man, you couldn't shoot that belt off the tree. Okay, fine, Kim.
He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts.
I like
with
the fact
his
that we
elbow to
suck,
his knee
but
for
Kim
precision.
also is having trouble with a lot of the things that we're trying to do. It's clear that we're awful and smelly and stupid and riddled with rickets
Well, maybe not
and,
stupid.
and drunk and high and rolling in our own shit and smelly. But when it comes uncoordinated, but when it comes right down to it, it's not like the things that we're doing, and smelly, but the things that we're doing aren't, the easiest things in the world.
And smelly.
No, we don't smell that bad.
Oh yeah, we took that shirt off.
That's true.
Snap.
Hey,
The knot is slashed.
alright.
Another cut, and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet,
Cool.
revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
So I'm gonna sound really stupid. What does ligature mean again?
I assume it's some sort of strangulation mark,
Oh, that makes sense.
or the way that it cut into his neck, so we can properly identify the wound. This might be kind of fucked up, but I really like the color that they chose in the portrait for the ligature mark. Very nice red. There's something to it that's the deep hue of blood that I find kind of fascinating. Is that wrong? No.
I don't
Okay.
know if that's wrong. I just don't share that
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
fascination with you.
The human body is just such a weird mix of a bunch of different colors and moving processes.
And mostly red and pink.
Yeah, that seeing the internals come out sometimes. This makes me sound like a serial killer.
It does.
I just think it's neat. I think the human body's really cool,
All right.
even when it's gross. I don't like injuring things. I find it very unpleasant, even even though I used to work in a butcher's shop. But you kind of appreciate it in a really morbid sort of way. It's kind of like how the Addams Family looks at death, right? And they see cool things, right? You don't know what that is. Never mind. Oh God, I can't explain anything to you sometimes. Fucking Addams Family reference. This is what I'm working with here, guys.
I know Wednesday's a thing, and there's a crawling hand in Pubert. The
Yeah.
character.
Okay, sure. Yeah, Cubert.
No, Pubert.
Right, sure.
No, that's the name of one of the characters.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it was from Family. Wait,
From Family Guy?
no, hold up.
He hands you the chain cutter's back and then kneels close to the body, running his finger along the dark red groove until he comes to a gap.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape.
Okay, what does that tell us?
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Yeah, I mean, that tracks.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
Alright.
No! Let's get up and see!
I fucking knew it!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Good.
Unremarkable. Oof.
Oof. We can also inspect the dick.
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood.
Oh, man.
The
It's
testicles
bad
are
enough being
uneven,
congested normally,
length,
but when your penis is
hanging
also
underneath.
congested.
The
Oof.
genitalia is greenish.
Sounds like a really bad
Marbling
cold.
is present
A
around
penis
the
cold.
crotch.
The worst cold of all. If you had the option to divert illnesses to your junk, would you?
Fuck no.
No?
No.
Okay, that's fair. It's like you sneeze when... You know what? Never mind.
I don't want my dick sneezing. Did you just not think about what you were saying before you said it?
I don't think about anything that comes out of my mouth until it does. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. We're gonna move on.
Back is symmetrical and intact.
My
Upper and
eyes are
lower
watering.
extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries
I'm
on
good.
the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Combat injuries in the right thigh and hip. Yeah, that tracks.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
Active duty then,
From wounds sustained over two
Probably a
You
soldier.
said
and more
active.
decades.
That's true.
Dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
Yeah, he was in the military. That makes sense. Army is extensive, way more than a law officials.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars.
Yeah, let's write that down. Wait a minute. Can we up a stat in the conversation?
Thought you've done it before.
So-
You failed 2 physical instruments already.
Does it say that?
No, you just have.
You just remember. Yeah.
Today.
I mean, I wasn't going to put points in the physical instrument, but...
I mean, you failed punching the kid, and then you failed chopping the belt.
chopping the belt wasn't physical instrument.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Last item.
That's too bad.
Hands.
Well, knowing the nature of these kinds of games, now that we've gotten 2 in a row, allegedly, we're not going to get another one for, like, another 5 hours.
So then we'll get like 9 in a row.
I know every time I play, like, a Princess Maker or whatever,
What?
it's just like, you start training, you fail an archery event, and you're like, oh man, I gotta start putting points in archery, and it's like, that skill never comes useful ever again.
Princess Maker?
I don't know if that's the name. It's that one where you play a princess during, like, her formative years, and you need to build appropriate skills, and then different stuff happens based on how good you are at certain things. Cool series. It handles more of, like, the politics of it.
Huh.
I can't remember. I played
I've
it, like,
never
a
heard of
little bit once. It's a really, really cool series. Yeah, it's like a visual novel, basically. But
Never
there's some hard-ass fail states based on your choices.
seen this one.
Yeah. Last item, hands. He takes the right hand in his, inspects it, and then moves on to the other. Let's also do that.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Hey, so's mine.
Suspicious.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
My name is Harry, age 5. I am in 1st grade.
My name is Harry Dubois. I can't do the voice.
But
The Everard voice.
my name is Everett, and I'm 4,000 years old. But I happen to embody I happen to be an ancient dragon from the Elden Age, but I look like an 8-year-old girl. That makes it okay.
I'm gonna punch you. You and your anime that I also watch.
My name is...
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for,
That-
Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
That means Il Cobo, if I remember correctly, means the cob. I'm a big fucking cob of corn. It goes well with a ham sandwich.
You could hold your hand. Did you like it when I stroked your hair?
Yeah.
I did, Kobo. I did. Reminded me of when I was just a small boy. Before this happened to my face and my body. You did me a kindness there.
Aw, that's nice.
We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
You're probably not.
Yeah. I mean, we could, but you're kind of dead.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this
Which means he was
stance is
probably
making it hard for
dead
me
when
to
he
think at the moment.
was hanged,
Yeah.
which was our theory before this. We assumed that he was dead before getting hanged. Sorry, he's already pretty hung.
No, I thought they called him average.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all for the external.
Kim called him
done.
unremarkable.
What next?
Next,
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
why the fuck would I have anything on his central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
If I may add the moral of this story, yeah, all right.
What would that be?
He's genuinely curious.
I'm
The dead
genuinely
man
curious.
looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
The brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood supply.
I mean, yeah.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer.
Damn, Kim, you're a real wizard with the facts, aren't you?
Hey, he grinned. He liked your joke.
Yeah, joke, right.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from
Purge
the mouth.
fluid.
I think that's the
Not
first time he
injury
smiled
related.
at you.
Ugh.
Eyes and tongue protuberant.
Yeah.
Hyoid bone. Let's see.
Gets close to the mouth hole.
Yep. I mean, that's what it is. It's a mouth hole. You may not like it, but it is a hole, much like most things on your head. Right? You know what? That's how I want to play it, you know? When I say wacky, dumbass, racist, idiotic bullshit, it's to make Kim laugh.
I mean, that's kind of all of the options that
But
I've
it's-
wanted to choose are like, how disappointed is Kim gonna be?
I'm not trying to make Kim disappointed.
No, it's the opposite.
It's just largely a byproduct of it.
No, for me, it's the opposite. It's like I don't care what our character does. I just don't want to make Kim disappointed.
Yeah, but I feel like everybody's gonna do that. Because everybody likes Kim because he's cool and he's got good fashion sense and stuff. And if all I do is just make Kim happy... I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it.
Yum.
Gently, a rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Okay, but isn't that cool? It's like all he has to do is push the throat a little bit and just like fucking fluid starts spurting out of it.
No, it's disgusting.
It is disgusting, but it's
You're the
fascinating.
kind of person who watches Dr. Pimple Popper, aren't you?
No, ew, what the fuck? No, I don't want to watch that gross shit. That's gross. This is completely different. I can pop a pimple anytime I want. I often run up to people and do it for them. But this is something you don't get to see every day. That's why it's cool.
Care to elaborate?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, jack that fucker off.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
You know, I was avoiding making the jack off his throat motion, but yeah.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal
Oh, that's
system
what he
is
was
intact.
doing. He
Unremarkable.
was inspecting his neck. Okay, that makes much more sense.
Yes.
Still, cool though.
Respiratory system.
Back hunched, as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used. Really? I would have figured it would have been pretty easy to pull it apart by now.
Rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis goes away after a bit.
Does it?
Yeah. Because rigor mortis is the process by which the body stiffens That happens after post-mortem for a period of time after, I think, like, I want to say 8 hours to a day, and then either a day or a couple days pass, and then it actually becomes limp again.
Oh. Rigor mortis lasts 12 to 24 hours.
Yeah. Fascinating, no? I learned that from a medical drama. The guy left the thing in the bed for too long, so he couldn't move it because he took too long. And then they're like, just wait a day and come back. Yeah.
Oral cavity
Fun
shows
show.
no lesions. The victim has received dental
House?
implants, possibly after combat
Scrubs, actually.
Mouth swollen.
Yeah, I like
Hemorrhaging
scrubs.
present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
Look in mouth.
Do it.
No scream. No sigh of relief rises from the darkness
2300, let's go.
inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again. Straight in that mouth of his.
Look deeper. Ooh, throwing up into the guy's mouth would be pretty fucked up. Anyway.
It's hard. Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat.
Man, I got so many
A
heels
contraction.
earlier in this
Your
playthrough. Where the
throat
fuck have
pumps
been
a
my
little
heels?
something from your stomach
using 'em.
and into your mouth.
No,
You're
I mean...
forced to swallow, just to keep looking.
No, I mean, like, where have been the free heals from, like, doing something cool and then get stuff back? I guess I have to succeed on checks to get that.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Inside, you see darkness. Just a mess of meat and darkness.
I don't know what I was expecting.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo.
Cool.
Ask me later.
That's not the normal voice for Inland Empire, is it?
No.
Huh.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus.
The lieutenant repeats impatiently. He lets go of the jaw. The mouth snaps shut before you. Okay.
Hepatobiliary. NA.
I don't know what that means.
Hold up. Let me Google it.
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
The corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. Oh, so whatever's in the stomach, I guess. So.
E?
Yeah, okay.
Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Right.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging.
Mm-hmm.
Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground, the pool of feces there.
This will do.
Yeah.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly. Write down, omit the voila. Write
Keep
it down.
the voila.
Oh, absolutely.
What's next on the list?
Alright, last thing.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions
Bite
on head and
marks.
chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fills. Leave a 4th one too.
What about the injuries we've inflicted? Let's leave that shit out of the report. Oh no, he probably actually would report it. It's like, oopsie whoopsie, we made a fucky wucky and shot the corpsey warpsy. Oopsie doodle.
Oh, so we inflicted them?
Okay, yeah, it was mostly me.
Okay, so there's a spin-stabilized munition from a Kiel A990 muzzleloader lodged in his lung. And an incision on the thorax
Oh, no.
from a chain cutter. I wouldn't mention those. Better not to muddy the waters.
But isn't that sloppy?
I agree. The waters are muddy enough.
Yeah. Yeah. But what if I wrote it in such a way where I made it like I was like trying to help the dude and I was super cool and also I was part robot and had 2 different colored eyes?
But what if I was out of ink and had to use mud?
That's true.
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Why don't you
Now
fuck
pay
him if you
me.
love him so much?
Now, injuries.
Right.
Head, chest, and
See,
scalp
it
bite
didn't
mark
even matter that
injuries.
we shot the corpse.
Predation by birds has
No
caused damage to
problems.
the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Yeah, okay.
And your opinion, officer?
Let's see. Head, chest, scalp, bite marks. Oh, birds have been eating it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
makes sense.
okay, yeah. Opinion. Fatal injury.
Non-fatal.
Non-fatal. Post-mortem. Most likely, yes. Unless we assumed a bunch of small birds ate him to death.
I can see Kuno crawling up there biting him.
Yeah, right after he crawls out of our ass.
That is a gremlin of a...
Nah, his teeth are too big. Doesn't make any sense.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
Right. It's interesting to me that you can tell whether or not injuries have been inflicted on a corpse before or after it died based on if its blood is moving properly.
Or based on swelling.
Yeah, and stuff like that. It's just like the body reacts different, or like, you know, meat
The body
reacts
will
differently
actually...
to damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, you know?
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Yeah.
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Write that down.
Yeah, we have to do it now.
Coagulated blood sticks to his
He's
scalp
proud of it.
and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Well, it's obviously not fatal.
Yeah.
Right.
Next.
Next.
What's the 4th floor?
Well, whatever actually killed him.
A dark red abraded ligature mark.
But this one
encircling
finishes the
neck.
autopsy, so you
There's a
can't
gap
go
on the
back.
nape measuring,
No, that's not
let's
true.
say 7 centimeters.
Okay.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The cervical column.
Well, I mean, it might be, I don't know.
Well, it said finish the autopsy.
Oops. Oh well.
I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark.
I mean,
1
if there
centimeter.
was a fourth
No
topic
signs
that
of
was
fluid
relevant to
in
the
the-
investigation, Kim's gonna bring it up.
Alright.
Yeah.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
Again, it's still not what killed him, because otherwise he would have tried to, like, scrape at it with his hands.
Yeah.
The lieutenant falls silent abruptly.
Why do you say that?
I'm serious. I don't think this was the injury that killed him.
Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal?
I arrived at this conclusion through the psychic arts. Why weren't his hands tied? A big man like this, I would tie his hands when marching him to gallows. There's no reason. It's just a random guess. No, I'm gonna play good cop here.
Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist. That part got blurry for me. The stench. But you are right, I was ready to call this. Now I think we should leave it empty, at least for the time being.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up. I pronounce
Oh,
this
I
field
guess it
autopsy
was.
over.
Maybe that was just open so that we could add something later. I guess. Body bag.
I'm pretty sure the bullet in his lung was what killed him.
You can never be too sure. Oh, based on the crapsack world we're living in right now, I'm pretty sure that when it gets back to the actual coroners, they're just gonna be like, fuck it.
Yeah, probably.
Things happen. Cops just murder people on the street for no reason. Okay, how'd it go?
It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But, personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success.
Okay.
We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say?
Nice.
Given the circumstances,
Good cop.
it was a professional field autopsy.
Alright. Now time to play bad cop.
Now time to shoot Kuno.
I
Give
need
me
a
your
copy
gun.
of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg
Rip out a copy of the autopsy pages.
for processing.
Yeah. He looks at the dead man one last time. And at a slip of red paper in his hand. Then at the corpse again.
Is he gonna bring up
Tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
Is he gonna bring up that you didn't write down the boots?
He doesn't give a fuck. Kim's bar is so low, it is currently in hell.
I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Search the body one more time, thoroughly. +1 for didn't establish probable cause. It's a perception check. Then why did you ring in visual calculus?
Wait, you can increase your perception level right now.
Maybe. Let's try. Oh, you mean like with stats?
Yeah.
I think I might be able to do it with equipment too. Right bumper. Visual calculus up. Drama down. Interfacing. Spirit decor. But let's see. Oh wait, it says it on the left. No, we don't have anything that affects perception.
Okay, but I meant leveling up.
Could increase perception.
If you want to try that legendary skill.
It's already an astoundingly difficult check, but it is a white check, so I could try it, and when presumably I fail, we can decide whether or not to put shit back into it again.
Do you want to save before trying?
Why?
Okay.
For funsies? Okay.
The man is
What,
decomposing.
to see if it
visibly
works?
now.
I'm okay sticking with
Every
failure,
hour,
quite
he
honestly.
looks
Okay,
less like
it's
a
fine.
creature. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and
I
takes
think
a
the
deep
failure
breath.
is, in this game, it's not like you suck, come back later. It's, you do get a different world state out of failing. To some extent. Or it just damages you. So let's say this. If this kills me, then I'll roll it back.
Alright.
Shoot, Looney
Oop,
Rooney.
wrong one.
Come back
Okay,
later,
bye-bye.
Corporal. Amuse
Oh, no.
yourself with
My
my
morale.
frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible.
Oh no.
Despair creeps into you.
Damn it.
Getting
I
fat
died
on your
again.
weakness.
Less sad.
Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer,
Jesus.
it's eating them all up.
I legit wasn't thinking it would actually kill you.
Oh, this is a morale death.
Yeah.
Might as well see what this is like.
You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
I'm seriously running out of shits to give Kim. Fuck you. Well, that's rude. I've wasted my life protecting humans. They don't deserve it. I'm now gonna protect the rats. I'm done. No one even likes cops. I wish I was fucking dead. Fuck you. Fuck you. I like that one.
Okay.
He watches you melt down stoically from behind the lenses of his glasses. Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now.
Mood.
Cop gives up.
Oh my
Detective
God, he
genre
just
for
gives up.
social realism. Another police officer
What?
resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now
Oh,
lives
okay.
under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by.
Social
shouting,
realism.
I never loved that woman. When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. It's because the Furrows lost that match, said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while. Satellite officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Matt Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all.
Huh.
No kidding. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Well, I mean, all things considering, we didn't die. So, good end.
Well, cool Disco Elysium playthrough. That
Yeah.
game wasn't that game wasn't as long as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, 90 hours my ass. Alright, but what if we did it just a little bit different?
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm fine with that.
It's good to know that your failures literally kill you.
You're gonna have to level up first.
The man
Well,
is
I mean, I have
decomposing
a
visibly
morale
now.
repair, but
Every
I guess,
hour, he
do I
looks
want
less
to put it
like a
perception?
creature
You wanna
and more
try it?
like a pile
Or do I want
of
to thought?
intestines.
Is, I guess, the question.
Wait,
Have I ever read Perception? I don't think so.
we've read all of them.
No, we haven't read all of them.
Oh, we did.
We read a good number of the top
What
row.
the fuck?
Tell you what, if we haven't seen it, we'll just cut it out. Perception. Pool 4, fine detail. Detectives. Sensualists. Urban scavengers. Perception wants you to be open to the world, and with eyes, ears, and nose working at full capacity. It enables you to take in what others don't notice. The little wad of bills hid away in the sugar bowl. The odor of a perp hiding beneath the floorboards. The gulp of a suspect after claiming they've nothing to hide. At high levels, perception takes in every fine detail of the physical world. Enough to overwhelm all but the strongest mind. However, with low levels, you're going to miss out on everything. After all, you can't arrest what you can't see, hear, or smell. I want to put points in perception. It's another low skill rounded out.
We could also delete the superstar cop. All it's doing is taking off like 7 points.
No, it's just one logic. That's it. That's all it's taking. It's not anything bad. I'm fine with this. I don't have a problem with this being on.
Oh, I thought it was taking 1 from all those.
No, it's raising the learning cap. That's its benefit.
Never mind.
Yeah. We're pretty good doing it. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just put in perception. It's just like D&D, man. Perception's always good.
It is.
You can't go wrong. It's always
The
good.
lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep
Now watch
breath.
while I succeed horribly.
28%.
I'm fucking dead. Hooray. Well, you know what that means, folks.
This shit ain't nothing to Kuno. That's what it means.
That's right. But what if we did it a little
Again?
bit different? No, I'm not. No.
Not gonna save scum it?
It feels dishonest. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? I'll do it one more time, just for you.
Yay.
And then we'll go
The man
give
is
Kim that,
decomposing
like,
visibly
nappy
now.
time.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a
Shoot, Looney Roon. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Just
no.
a small gulp away. Come back later, gulp.
your arms
Hey!
reach out and your eyes
Wait, we had a
close,
42%
as if
this
by
time.
their
Third
own
time's the
volition.
charm.
Did you
It's
notice
dark
that?
all around.
Third, maybe
You feel
I
cold,
forgot to
slippery
confirm
flesh.
the perception
First with your
upgrade last
fingertips,
time.
Then under the palm
Oops.
of your hand.
Third time's the charm. Hey, we did it. We palmed his butt.
Wait.
Perfect. Man, perception
His
really
face,
is the
his
perfect
cheeks,
skill.
His nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features. Everything is silent.
Okay, sure. Crawl up his nostrils. Put your fingers in his mouth. Squeeze his nose.
You pick it between your fingers. The mess feels large, very porous somehow,
How is this
Keep
a success?
lest you break it.
I have no idea.
Stick a finger in his mouth.
That's the one.
Is there gonna be red
the oral
seeds in
cavity
it?
is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue
And a
attaches
little
itself to the
plastic
base of the mouth,
baggie?
lolling around like a scallop.
Lolling around at the speed of scallop.
You're on the right track.
Open your eyes and look. No, touch something else. Play with it. This feels right.
The tongue moves freely in the cavity.
Cool.
The mucus of the mouth is slippery, delicate to touch. From the soft meat, teeth are budding. Hard pearls of
That's
bone
true.
in the gums and in the back of the mouth. Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws
Let's
open
just
now.
rip his fucking
Look
head
in.
off. Why not? Open eyes.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat, and there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate,
Behind the uvula, really.
you see a hole, barely visible to the human
Oh.
eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished.
No,
No
shit.
larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius. The edges appear darkened.
0.4 centimeters. Is that the size of a round? Or like a bullet?
You'd think there'd be an exit hole.
Right.
An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
What the fuck is an abrasion color? Say abrasion color. Say fuck yeah.
Abrasion collar.
Okay. I still don't know what that is, but I'm sure he'll explain it. Lieutenant looks in. There's a pen in his hand. His notebook is open at the copy paper.
Kuno is silent.
Touch it. Touch the butt. Do it now.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your finger in it.
Your index fits
I assume it's a
right
bullet.
in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in,
Cool.
you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
You know, I think that butchery shop job really did desensitize me to some of this kind of stuff.
Probably.
Either that, it was all the CSI Miami I watched when I was like probably too young to watch it, when they showed like vicious murders on screen. Just reminds me of that one episode of South Park where they make fun of that because the kids are just like, oh no, my pie's gone missing off the windowsill, and they imagine like somebody like viciously getting their guts ripped out by a like an axe murderer, even though it was just a dog who just stole the pie, because they've just been watching too much daytime like murder shows.
Huh.
Yeah, that's fucked up. It was a really funny episode.
The fuck is happening?
Yeah, what is happening?
Ah, shit, see?
Brainstem? Brainstem. Feel around a little bit.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian
Hell yeah.
complex.
Bullet time, baby.
This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
Thanks, conceptualization.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's a nice way to put it. I don't know if nice is the right word, but I kind of like that. Never sleep, never wake. Push deeper.
Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system.
Oh, man.
There is no resistance. It's gelatinous.
Man, I hope nobody's eating
Flood-like
during this
structures
shit.
are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres.
I know for a fact that Fuckface enjoys having a snack during editing. So, enjoy this one, Fuckface.
Have a nice day, fuckface. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not.
You should eat Jello while. Alright, fuckface. You should eat Jello while.
As a reminder, Fuckface, go pick up Jello from the store and then stop editing and then come back and start eating it.
Or pudding.
There's a cavity cut right. I think I have some pudding. I could probably give it to him. Cut right between the hemispheres.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Fucking cavity, see?
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now.
This
reaching
seems
toward
very
the
relevant.
inside
I'm glad
of
we
the
did this.
skull.
Yeah.
The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow.
Okay. I don't know why I'm just like picturing him shoving his whole arm up inside this guy's brain.
I mean, you kind of are.
I mean, we're getting like a good amount of our hand in there.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist. As
I
you
should
push
make some
deeper
Jello. That could be
until
fun.
you feel it on the tip of your
I
finger.
haven't made Jello in a while. Yeah, that could be fun.
Sharp, serrated material.
Hell yeah.
The edges cut right into your skin.
Hell yeah. Okay. Inspect the skull first.
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium, right in the back of his head. Your
Cool.
finger must be pointing straight at it from the inside.
That's good to know.
The object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the
Cephalus?
cranium.
I don't think that's how you're supposed to say that, but that's alright.
Here, let me.
I think it's encephalus, but then again, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
Yeah, the smallest of excess wounds.
Forget about the fucking exit wound, Beano. The pig is wearing him like a fuck puppet.
Hey, we turned him into a Muppet. That's fun. We just hold him up with your hand, and start like flapping his jaw and be like, "Er, spork, spork, er, spork, spork, spork." Feel a solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
I think I might. This seems, man, I'd have to be really shit if I fucked this up. 11. Oh, thanks, asshole. I couldn't have got that one earlier on the fucking whatever it was. I can't remember.
You pick the object between
Punching
your
the
index
child,
and
that's
middle
it.
finger.
You couldn't
It
have given
feels
me
sharp,
the 11 on
like
punching the
With
child?
your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
Asshole.